What's going on, guilty guys and gals? Welcome back to Strat2. I don't remember what we're Strat doing. Shobai just pledged allegiance to Mikado again, I think. But other than that, I guess we're just still investigating. Okay. I don't know what room this is. Game room. Hi, Roha. What the heck was that? I recognize that scream anywhere. Iroha? What's going on? Gifts? No. Oh, there you are. Found you. What's going on, Iroha?
Oh, it's you two.
What are you doing? Playing the slot machine? What happened to drawing your final piece?
About that. Would you two like to play the slot machine?
What? You want us to play? If you want to play, play alone. We're not messing around like you.
That's not what I meant. Something weird happened.
Something weird? Alright, I guess we'll play the slot machine. Iroha, did you get a jackpot? She must have kept spinning until she got it. Probably been here since we last saw her.
I haven't, I swear. Sora turned the lever, trust me.
You're acting really weird.
Sora!
Sora, just ignore this idiot.
No.
I turned the lever of the slot machine, just as Iroha said. The slot machine has been here ever since we first entered the Monocruise at the beginning of the killing game. Shortly after the machine stopped, I understood. I understood exactly what Iroha was talking about. What? Sora! You got 777s! I mean, money doesn't do much in the virtual world, but that's really impressive luck.
It's not that. Sora, turn the lever again.
Mikado just probably disabled the RNG. But we could get enough money to buy Shobai onto our side, right? If the Mikado's even gonna honor the crow card thing. Sora, aren't we just wasting time here? Wait, Yuruko, something is off. Huh? It's kind of off-putting. It's the sound effects they use for the trials when you get somebody right. It's like, ooh. What? All sevens again? Is the machine broken or something? No, it's not that.
It's not the slot machine. No matter what you do in this room, you'll always get the best possible result. The probability here doesn't make sense at all.
What is this? Wait, I'm gonna check something out. Because of Iroha's words, we decided to try out the other games in the room, and the results were outstanding. I don't know where this is going. What is this? We've tried card games, dice, darts, and all of the results we got were ridiculous. Why are we so lucky?
I don't even know how to play pool. The balls go in the holes even if we hit them randomly.
Is this just another anomaly caused by the restart of the virtual world? You know, like how Mikado can use magic? Iroha, do you know why this is happening?
I don't have a clue.
Huh?
This
is the power of divine luck.
He's here!
What's with that face? It looks like you've seen a monster. That hurts a lot, you know.
It's your face. Your face is taunting me.
Mikado. What are you doing here? What have you done with Shobai? My deal with Shobai is sure to go smoothly. Well, I don't have to tell you anything. You'll find out the outcome of it sooner or later. The power of divine luck. What does it mean? The entire game room has been changed to give you some clues about divine luck. It's an artificial simulation space for divine luck. In other words, you could call this the divine luck experience. The divine luck experience? Now that everyone knows Void's plan to revive Utsuro so that his divine luck will come back, this is the rest of my plan, to create an artificial space of divine luck within my program. Even though it's artificial, it seems real, right? This can be accomplished by extracting Utsuro's legacy from Yuki's brain.
What have you done to Yuki?
Oh, I didn't do anything. Yuki himself is turning into Master Utsuro. In order for me to complete the transformation from Yuki to Utsuro, I need to create a similar experience to the last time it happened. If Yuki becomes a vessel for this artificial divine luck, I will be able to merge it with his body, and Utsuro will be resurrected.
Mikado, did you create divine luck?
I'm not sure how I did it, but I must have been very lucky. During my first attempts, the power was significantly weaker. The fact that the artificial divine luck is so powerful means that the resurrection of Master Utsuro must be drawing near. Watch this! No matter how I shuffle the cards, I always end up with a royal flush.
This is ridiculous! This isn't luck, it's just a big scam you made by manipulating the virtual world. You're just trying to confuse us.
Oh, I'm not denying anything. However, it's still a game of probability, even if it only applies in the virtual world. But if we put that power inside of Yuki's body, Utsuro would be resurrected. And using the personality override feature of the Neo World program, Master Utsuro will rise from the grave. This will no longer be a game of chance, and it will be the birth of the true wielder of divine luck, the one who controls reality.
That's just sophistry? Is that a word? I'm assuming it probably is. No matter how much you try, it's impossible to recreate divine luck. That's a big number.
Times.
What?
5728773.
Wait. Why is... That doesn't track. Why are some of them 3 digits? Some of them 4.
5 quadrillion.
How many is it? We've got... Also, there should be... There should be a dash after every 3 numbers, right? So it'd be hundreds, 900,000, 2 million, 7 billion, 3 trillion, 7 quadrillion, 7 quintillion, and then 700 quintillion, I should say, and then 5 sextillion. Nice.
This is the exact number of times I've simulated this before.
Wait, that's over 10 to the 20th power. Yeah, is that big? I haven't even heard a number that high before.
This is the result of reaching about 5,700 of that amount. Explains why it's possible.
That's just a ridiculous number.
Maybe for a mere human, but not for someone like me. I think it's a rather small number. I was prepared to go up to at least 10 to the 52nd power. This was the purpose of my creation. Even if it took me an eternity, I'd find the answer eventually. All that time has not been spent in vain. This is the final stage of the plan. Divine luck is already affecting reality, is it not?
That's...
How else do you think I was able to wake up? Honestly, Shobai's betrayal wasn't even considered in my plan. I felt some slight despair when the program shut down. But, nevertheless, I woke up again. I thought to myself, this must be the power of divine luck. What else could it be?
Oh, I understand now. So, that's how it happened. To complete the plan, you need Yuki's body to become Utsuro, and you'd have a perfect form for divine luck. Is that why you brought us back to the virtual world?
It felt good to wake up, but the plan was still a failure. I'll tell you the reason I brought you all here, and why I'm holding a class trial to finish the plan at the trial. So you may continue to investigate. You can also keep trying out the divine luck in this room if you wish. Isn't divine luck an amazing experience? Well, it's not quite finished yet. You can still use it for the games here. Everything is going the way I want it to. Isn't life so great?
Is that really true? Is divine luck going to be revived again?
Do you truly believe I'm only capable of deception? Isn't the fact that I woke up again proof enough?
So, it isn't too late? There's hope? And I'll get it back too? Hey, Iroha?
No, I'm not sure you deserve it. After all, you were against me mere moments ago, correct?
Even though you betrayed me first, that's all in the past. I'm not gonna die, right? What's best for me is to hope Divine Luck gets revived.
Yes, nobody has to die. The killing game is over now. You're right, anyway. It's all in the past. As they say, yesterday's enemy is today's friend, after all. So, shall we work together again?
Yes, let's do it!
I was lying. Who'd want to work with a worthless pile of trash like you? You're that idiotic you have absolutely no use to my plan now anyway. Do you understand?
Ah!
Don't worry, Roha. I'll still spare your life. Isn't that what matters most? Even if you don't like it, the resurrection of Divine Luck has already been determined. I'll still allow you to have some brief exposure to it, since I'm so generous. Until then, please enjoy the Divine Luck experience. Please don't just sit around and do nothing. Oh dear. Really, Roha? You'd sell us out that quickly? Of course he would, but come on.
Wait, Mikado! Iroha, you... I can explain. You must have some guts to announce you're betraying us right in front of our faces. I'm sorry. Come back here! Say it to my face! Calm down, Yuruko. Iroha's already given up. This is just too much. I don't care what he does. I just don't want him to hurt us. Sora, what do you make of Mikado's words? About the resurrection of Divine Luck? What he said might be true. Neither Rei or Shobai could figure out how Mikado managed to come back. The power to make such an unexplainable phenomenon happen at will. Isn't that what Divine Luck is? But I don't understand. The true Divine Luck will return by putting artificial luck inside of Yuki's body. Divine Luck. True Divine Luck. Yuruko, it's not just the Divine Luck that matters. I'm not sure why, but Yuki is turning into Utsuro. There's no way around it. If that happened, Yuki's personality would disappear forever. The eternal rest of Utsuro is the freedom of Yuki. That's why we have to stop Mikado. That's right, we have to get out of here alive, but our priority is the one most at risk here, Yuki. Yuki's life was ruined by Utsuro. As someone who was at Master Utsuro's side for a lifetime, I have to help Yuki to atone for my sins. The only way to do that is to stop Mikado's plan, no matter what. We have to stop him. Alright. Boing, 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 boing. Yeah, this is just regular. I wanted to see if it would have like a, woo, you did it, Divine Luck odds, or something like that. Where does this go? Oh, I remember this. I forgot about this door. It's always been locked ever since we got here. It's always locked, wasn't it? I think, but I think I had a password on it. Or it had a password on it, like you had to type one in. A password? Wait, it's already unlocked. Do you think Mikado opened it for our investigation? It's the first time we've entered this room. I don't know what could be waiting for us inside. Let's be careful. This is going to be the Void control room, right? Looks like it, yeah. I remember that image. This is... As we entered the locked room, it felt like we entered some kind of control room. I have to blow my nose. I don't know which voice has been doing that to me recently. There were monitors everywhere, displaying what looked like security footage around the monocruise. Below it, there were numerous buttons of unknown use. Also, considering it had been locked up until now, it must have been used for... Monocro? You're alive? Oh.
Welcome to my room.
Monocro?
Also known as the control room. This room is used to control the entire killing game.
Wait, we saw you die.
Dead? Me? I have no clue what you're talking about. I'm still alive.
What are you talking about? You just helped us and then got impaled by Mikado's flame spear.
Help? You? When did that happen? Sorry, but that's impossible. I was built only to serve Mikado. I have no will towards you all.
Oh, he died. What? Monocro's gone.
Were you surprised? I'm living to torment you guys recently. It's so much fun. I can't believe the look on your faces. Truly perfection.
You again? You already appeared enough times for... I didn't think it was more possible to be sick of someone.
Since our dear Monocro is gone, I should be the one to come and explain everything to you, don't you think? I basically created a new Monocro based on backup data of it that I have. As you can see, it doesn't share memories after a reboot. There were some contradictions in his memory, so I decided it wasn't worth the effort and got rid of him again.
You just got rid of him? You kill when you want, save when you want. Is that the message you're trying to send?
Oh, Sora. Monocro is just a program. For him, the concept of living and dying doesn't exist. But, just as Monocro said, this is the control room. To be honest, this room is basically useless.
Excuse me?
Monocro can see everything that happens on the entire island without having to look at these screens. Someone with a student role couldn't enter this room until now. I wish I could tell you more, but this room really is useless. Well then, do whatever you'd like. There could be some important clues just hidden around any corner.
That's a very vague explanation. Before he disappeared, Monocro said that this place controlled the killing game. What exactly does it do? If it really was useless, he wouldn't have built a room like this.
Well, I guess you could say it's used to record videos of what's happened over the past few days. The screens in the control room have a function to record everything that happened in Utsuroshima within the cameras. Now that the killing game is over, it's a useless feature. If I needed it, I wouldn't have burned it to a crisp along with the Monocruise. In the end, the situation ended up like this, and now the control room has an unexpected use. To put simply, the control room has some clues. I'm going to leave this place now. Please investigate at your own discretion.
Every time that idiot shows up, he acts more and more insane. What's the point with messing with the dead just to mock us? I'm sorry, Monocro. Yuruko. Mikado said Monocro was just a program, but Monocro did say himself not to sympathize with him, but I still feel bad for him. He was just used. Originally, he was a program made to help people, but he got turned into a monster. It's okay, Yuruko. The Kisaragi Foundation has the backup data of Alter Ego, don't they? Monocro said it was created by Kagarin Corporation, right? If we speak to someone who works there, maybe we can see him again. Because the program doesn't have the concept of life and death. Yeah, you're right. Mikado said that this room has records of everything that happened on Utsuroshima Island, right? Oh, that's right! Maybe we could look for things we weren't able to see ourselves. I think so. Mikado said it was useless, but still, there must be something useful to investigate around here. So we won't have any cameras on Nikkei's island, assumedly, or Teruya's, because they're both, you know, unintended. Well, Teruya's wasn't unintended, per se, but the Monocro cruise was exploded, so... Is there anything else going on in here? No. I will say one thing about this game, though. It's got pretty decent map design for an RPG Maker game. It can be really hard to portray, like, depth in RPG Maker, because almost all the assets that have shadows look terrible. And it's also really hard to do complex rooms like this because the walls also generally don't look that great. But, you know, it's pretty decent for what it is. Like, you can see what I'm talking about here, right? This bookshelf, the top of it isn't just the top, it's also this little corner. So it doesn't line up with the rest of these bookshelves that are along the wall here. It's little weird stuff like that, but you barely notice it in this game, so it's pretty impressive. There were dozens of monitors lined up on the wall. You could see the entire interior of the monocruise from here. Some screens were empty, but I assume that they were for the island's cameras that aren't active anymore. Mikado was monitoring us from here. No, I think it was used for something else. Huh? Why? Mikado said that this control room was to be used by Monocro. If he was watching everything from here, he'd have known about Nikke's betrayal and about the Tower of Babel. He didn't know about those things until much later. That makes sense. If he was watching everything from this room, he'd have known about all that. It's still possible, but kind of unlikely he actually used it. I've always felt that Mikado had a particular set of principles from the beginning. He was always insistent that he was just another student like us, that we had equal rules to each other. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter if Mikado actually used this room or not. Over here, Sora! I think I can work these screens using this control panel. It's a folder? Saved videos? Yuruko, we should check these one by one. Searching them all seems a bit excessive. There's well over 1,000 files on this thing. We should pick the ones that look important first. It looks like they're also organized by the time they were recorded. I think we could use this to find important clues. Could you do it? I'm not really good at using machines. Sure, I don't mind. Just wait a minute and let's start the video. I'll be interested to see what these show. I don't remember this room. Yuruko messed with the control panel several times. Is this the Monocruise gym?
Yuki, go further down!
I can't.
You done 3, you're almost there! You can do it! Yes, the final push! You can do this, Yuki!
Okay. Sounded like Yuki was giving birth.
The final push, almost there!
Was that Yuki and Shinji training together? They did a free time event. Good for them. I think that was the wrong video. Let's try again. How do you use this thing? I thought it would be similar to the CCTV cameras, but... Here we go again. Fountain.
Great combo! No, this one too. Gotta try something else. Brilliant combo!
Is he trying to name his special moves?
I did it! My special move is finally complete.
Oh, it's a Ibiki. Sis, my knees are hurting. Sis, are you sleeping? Ibiki. Beautiful. Yes, you're so beautiful. Ibiki, Ibiki. My precious Ibiki. Alright. Watashi daki no anachi, step up. I already missed the... Okay, ja, tabune, tuterine kara. It's the clip show episode. Wow, those are some strange recordings. Yuruko, I thought you were supposed to be selecting the important ones. I'm not doing it on purpose! I'm just scrolling through them. We're at Iroha's karaoke on the 3rd island, so we must be close to something important. Iroha's karaoke on the 3rd island. Oh, Setsuka. Of course. Setsuka and Nikke. Oh, yes, this is definitely something important. And what you said? I'll try my best to find it. Just be careful that nobody finds out that you're a void. Well, of course. What? Yuruko, it's Setsuka. Yeah, it's definitely her.
I'll be cautious. I'm planning on relying solely on the power of your eye here. Remember to be careful. We need to keep this a secret.
Don't worry, I've got this. Just believe in your big sis.
Oh boy. Setsuka and Nikke? When did this conversation happen? It looks like it happened around the time the monocruise was sailing towards the third island from the second. I don't think there was that big of a time difference from when these conversations happened. Yuruko, can we track what these two had been up to? Maybe we can see what Setsuka did.
I wonder if there's a camera angle where we could, like, zoom enhance and read the note that, I won't say Kabuya. What's her name? Kanade tore burnt up. Whatever she did to it, destroyed.
I'll try to find more. We can also find out more about that note Setsuka left for Nikke. If we get a good angle, we might be able to read a little of what it said.
We're on the same wavelength.
Alright, I'm going to play the video now.
It's your turn, Setsuka.
Oh, already? That was fast.
Got any clues?
Well, I know one thing for sure. Mikado is hiding something in that room, and it's got to be important. It's the same as last time. Mikado always enters that room right after a class trial ends.
Damn, we have to find a way to get in there. I've got to get in there!
I'm just wondering, if you manage to get into that room, what exactly do you plan on looking for?
Well, I'm not sure yet. However, Mikado clearly has something to hide inside of that control room. The fact he enters it after a trial proves that. But you're the only one who can search for clues in such a short time without arousing suspicion. I know it's dangerous, but I can't do this without you.
Hey, straighten up that face of yours, Kay. You're ruining that handsome face you got.
What are you talking about?
When I first saw you, Kay, I thought you were a girl, you know. Your skincare is amazing. You should tell Big Sis your secret.
Hey, now's not the time to be joking around. Take this seriously. You're risking your life here, you know.
I know. That's why I have to joke around. Thanks for trusting me, Nikke. Is it too much to be able to tell the others?
We can't. The more people know, the higher the risk we get caught. You don't know how cruel Mikado can be.
Nikke, I'm not trying to sympathize with you since you're a void. But don't try to put the burden all on yourself. The older sis knows how hard you've been working. Sometimes it's not so bad to lean on others.
Don't worry. You're the only one who knows my true nature, and it's just a work relationship anyway. What are you doing? Stop playing with my hair!
Sorry. You're just like a cute kitty covered in soft fur, and I couldn't help myself.
Stop messing around! It's annoying. Just go ahead and get some rest. It's almost time for you to go.
Alright. Take care, Key.
Aww. They're both dead.
Yuruko? Huh? Yeah? Did you save such a sweet video for the end? No, I didn't do that. Besides, we didn't find any clues. I'll try to skip past all these useless scenes. It'll just take a little play.
Hello. Remember this look? Classic Mikado returns.
Is he gone? And no one else is here. 0430. That's it.
March 30th? Something important happened on that date?
It's open.
Oh, she had her little zoom enhance eye. See? Zoom enhance.
Kay said he only needed the password. I don't know when Mikado will be distracted again. I've got to take a look now.
Setsuka had the password for this room? But more importantly, what did Setsuka find out inside of here? Should we start the next video? Wait, the next one is... This has to be the last video. What? That can't be. There's got to be more. The rest of the videos were just of the other islands and the monocruise. There's no cameras in this room, remember? So that's probably why there are no videos of it. Oh, right.
Try to find the note.
I thought this time we'd finally find out what Setsuka had, but we failed again. Yuriko desperately searched for the next video, but the only one she could find was from when she left the room. There was no video of her actually inside here.
Oh, what are you all looking at?
Ah! I'm tired of you popping up everywhere we try to investigate! Wow, Yuriko's saying it. Fuck off!
It's useless to search for what Setsuka discovered.
It's useless? What do you mean?
It's really not worth your time, or worth knowing at all. You already know everything Setsuka discovered about me.
What?
Why is that surprising? You're almost at the end of your investigation, and I've given you all the clues already. If Setsuka was not killed by Kanade, and instead directly told you the information then, it may have been more useful. But now, everything is over, and there's nothing you can do.
No way. You've got to be lying. If the information that Setsuka found really was useless, then why did you delete the note she wrote? The note? Monocro said the backup data of Setsuka's note was deleted. Mikado, you're the only one who could have done that apart from Monocro himself. Am I wrong?
Well, I admit I was the one who deleted it. But I can assure you that that information was written on that note is useless now. There was something written you definitely shouldn't know on that note.
Something we shouldn't know?
Yes, the purpose of my entire being. The root of my existence that humans could not comprehend. My basic algorithm.
What are you... what are you talking about?
Oh, it's nothing. I don't care how much you... whatever. Because the contents of that note are nowhere to be found in here. And isn't recorded anywhere else at all. It says Yuriko said there are no cameras in the control room, and Setsuka died before she could reveal the contents. The only two people who will ever know the contents are Setsuka herself and Kanade. If you want someone to blame Setsuka for not telling you the information more quickly.
I can't.
Anyway, that's the only part of my purpose. Only part of my purpose. It isn't really something you need to look into currently. The reason I unlocked the control room wasn't for you to search for something like that. In fact, it was for you to see this. Hello! I brought some rice again this time. How are you feeling, my good friend Teruya?
Teruya's all... What... Is this on the 5th island? That doesn't really make sense, but I guess it doesn't really have to. It looks like it's on the 5th island. There's like the paint-stained curtains or whatever. I don't know. What's this?
Do you not remember? I said in this class trial we'd also be discussing Teruya's case. This video was recorded a few days ago, just before his murder in Higa City. Look closer at my conversation with Teruya in this video, and maybe you'll find some more clues you didn't know before. Have a good look at it. The final class trial leads drawing ever nearer.
Sora? All the information that Setsuka discovered is useless. Do you really think that's true? It might not have been in vain. Despite what Mikado said, Nikke's betrayal, my memories of Akane Taira, my contract with the Kisaragi Foundation, without what Setsuka did, none of that would have ever happened. Finding what Setsuka found out is important, but I'm sure it'll overlap with what we already know somehow. And will we even need to figure it out for the trial? From what we've been told, it's impossible to know what the note said for now. Yeah, I think it would be better to give up on that for now, and focus on what happened to Teruya. Yuriko, before that, is there a video of when we first arrived at the 5th island? The morning after we arrived at the 5th island, I had a brief conversation with Teruya. When we were talking, I heard a weird sound from the other side of the door, and when I'd opened it, he vanished. I want to check from there first. The day after we reached the 5th island, you were staying in a hotel on the west side of the city, right?
Don't go too far back. You'll hear me talking to myself about you.
Sora. There we go.
Sora, I told you before, remember? That I'd protect you all no matter what.
Teurya? That's it. Watch. Shortly after I open the door, Teurya disappears.
This is my final promise. I still don't understand everything. But I must do my duty as a member of the Kisaragi Foundation, even if that means the end of me.
Teurya? He disappeared? But how? I opened the door right away. What? He did just disappear. Wait, this is what happened when Shobai disappeared. Shobai? It's the same thing that Ray did. Shobai said that he disconnected from the virtual world using his admin powers. Back then, it happened right in front of my eyes. He just disappeared. Wait, so did Teurya leave the virtual world? No, that couldn't have happened. Teruyaa's body was found a few days after. Wait. So, I should have picked up on this when Ray was talking about it, but she said that when she zipped out of the virtual world, all that remained was her empty avatar that got turned into ash, which means if Teurya did leave the virtual world, he would leave a corpse, so to say. Maybe the body of Teurya we saw was just his avatar, like an empty shell. That's what Ray said. It's a side effect of using the emergency code to escape from the virtual world. However, Ray said that the emergency escape code could only be used once. If we assume Teurya used the escape code, it would mean he's still alive, but from Ray's reaction, I think he's dead for real. Then what happened in this video makes no sense. It doesn't make sense if he disappeared just like Shobai. Unless Teurya was an administrator too. Shobai was Mikado's contributor, so he had the administered code. It could be possible that Shobai gave the code to Teurya at some point, since he was working for the Foundation too. I'll look for the next video. If he didn't end up in the real world, we should find out what actually happened in the next one. The video that Mikado showed us, it was in the east warehouse of the Twin Towers, exactly where Teruyaa's body was discovered. Yeah, I'll load it up now. So did he zip out and then be forced to zip back in to try to protect everybody? I'm not sure. My other thought is that maybe he got killed in the real world. That's what Teurya sounds like? Huh.
Nani, kore. What? Where am I? Pretty sure I logged out. Pleasure to see you again, Teurya. Mikado, Sanoji. You arriving here means you've unlocked your reset code. And after all that, you still fell into my trap. Dad? Damn you. It's still too early for you to die. Even though you're already dead, there's a possibility that it'd complicate things further if you actually died. I decide when you die now. What is this? Why have you tied me up? I must keep you quiet and in here for now. Don't worry too much. I brought you some food. Do you really think I'll eat this damn rice you've given me? Release me now! Remember, my cooking is amazing. Shut your damn mouth. This isn't the time for that. I should be in the real world, with Ray. There we have a problem. If you disappeared from the virtual world, my firewall would disappear as well. Huh? Teruya, when you flew off and lost consciousness on the first island, you might now know this since you were unconscious, but I modified your data a bit. My data? To put it simply, congratulations! You are now the world's first human firewall to block access to the real world.
So they had to kill him? in order to get into the program and save us. That's so mean.
As long as you're inside of the virtual world, no one else will have access to it from the real world. It's impossible to leave or to enter as long as you exist. No. Of course, in addition to yourself, there are multiple other security measures to prevent contact with the real world. When the Kisaragi Foundation finally decides to take action, all of that security will get broken eventually. However, using a live security device made of your biometric data for its code means it cannot be solved using usual methods. How ironic. You're in a situation where everyone's rescue is impossible because of you. It's all your fault. Don't bullshit me. I know you're lying. If I'm lying, then why did you end up here instead of disconnecting from the virtual world as planned? If I'm lying, why isn't the Kisaragi Foundation here after such a long time? That's... You don't even know yourself. How stupid are you? In any case, Teruya, you're the insurance of my plan. If you must remain alive for the moment. Either way, I can't let you go to the real world. You didn't have to be imprisoned, but I can't let you tell everyone that you have your memories back. So please stay quiet, calm, and enjoy your time here. Damn you! You're a damned lunatic! Come here, Iroha. You haven't eaten yet, so I'll leave the food here. I'll even free one of your hands so you can enjoy your meal. Things would be difficult if my firewall died due to hunger.
Here you go, Teurya.
You don't need to worry about the outside world. The plan is almost over. All you have to do is stay here like a good little firewall. If you'll excuse us. Come, Iroha. Wait! Makoto Shinoji! You damn it!
What were they talking about? Firewalls? It looks like Teurya tried to go to the real world around the same time Shobai was talking to me. I don't know how he knew how to log out. It seems there was already a trap set for him. Teurya fell right into Makoto's hands. He was caught and trapped instantly. So Terurya's entire existence blocked contact with the outside world? Is that why the Kisaragi Foundation didn't come to help us? Don't forget that the flow of time is different between the virtual world and the real world, like Ray said. I see. So as soon as Teurya died, we were able to go out into the real world. Now that we know all this, what do we do now? Should we just keep watching? I think so. That's really sad.
Hello, I've brought you some rice again this time. How are you feeling, my good friend? Teruya? Oh no, you haven't eaten. You really want to die, huh? You know, if you die here, you'll die in the real world too, right? At least have some water. Get lost. Well, do as you wish. I'm not hungry either. Iroha, I'm leaving. Throw yesterday's food away or do whatever you want with it. I'm not too bothered.
Oh, it really sucks because these two were like... This is like Iroha's closest friend on the island. And all they did was have one deep conversation about rainbows.
Hi. I'll put today's food here.
Iroha. I'm not surprised, but are you really the last void?
Why are you talking to me?
Is Makoto trying to kill me?
Yeah? No.
Even a fool like me can tell. Makoto said if I die, things would be difficult for him. He's expecting I'd do something like this after hearing that. It's all another lie. Yeah, he wants me to refuse to eat and starve myself to death.
I don't know anything.
Or is it reverse psychology? If me dying would really cause such a problem, why aren't you forcing me to eat? Why are you just standing there, watching me starve? That's the problem. I'm refusing to eat, and you're both acting like it's according to plan.
That's weird. If he wanted to kill you, he could do it any time. And if he wanted to starve you, he wouldn't bring you meals like this.
I think the meals are insurance. You've poisoned the food, haven't you?
Yeah, of course not. Poison? You're overthinking. It's just rice. Delicious rice.
If I'm weak in spirit, I'll succumb to hunger and eat the food. And if I do that, I'll die from the poison anyway. It doesn't matter if I starve or if I get poisoned. Either way, it's definitely a trap to kill me. It's only natural when you think about it. If I'm alive, then no one can go back to the real world. So, what would you both do when this is over if you couldn't leave? In the end, that bastard would end up killing me one day. And he's trying to hide it by bringing me food. That bastard! He said I'm already dead and that he decides when I die. I know what that means. He's going to kill me. But it's not time yet. He's trying to predict when I'll die by manipulating my actions.
That's... I have no clue.
But what if Mikado made a mistake in his plan? What if he isn't as smart as he thought? For example, if I stay alive, nobody can get out, and you can't contact the outside. What if you've only focused on your front and not your back, and I eat the rice?
Huh? Teurya, you wouldn't.
I bet it's really delicious. Bon appetit.
Yeah! What are you doing?
Why are you so surprised? You brought it for me to eat, right? It's kind of awkward to eat with one hand, but delicious.
But...
Iroha, why did you bring me this?
I don't know.
You're a terrible liar. But I'm the same. I don't even know if I did the right thing. But I think this is what Tsurugi would have done. If it was Rei, she'd be swearing at the food, right? Yeah. I should have done this in the ballroom. Looks like I've grown up a bit. I don't know how much time I've given them by doing this, but I hope I helped them. It'd be great. I'll leave it all to you. Rei, Tsurugi, please.
This is too much. Teurya died to save us.
He sacrificed himself. Teruya. In my memories as Akane Taira, I remember him as a classmate. We might not have been that close, but I'm glad I had more time with him on Utsuroshima as Sora. In the end, he wasn't a suspicious or bad person. He promised he'd protect us in the Tower of Babel. He really meant it.
In a very demented way back then, but it's fine.
Teurya, why did you choose to die? Why did you need to sacrifice yourself? Was it even worth anything in the end?
His death has meaning. Teurya believed in his teammates until his last breath. Rei and Tsurugi have already helped us. He believed in them as he took his own life. The firewall disappeared sooner than Mikado expected. Because of that, the Foundation was able to act sooner.
But in the end, they still ended up in Mikado's hands and were forced into the virtual world. Teurya's sacrifice was in vain. I'm sorry. I'm just a little worked up.
It was in vain. Maybe you're right.
Yeah?
But we're the ones who can change that. It's not over yet. We're still fighting him, and until we lose, his death isn't in vain.
You're right. Sorry about that.
I didn't mean to insult Teruya's sacrifice like that. When he lost his memories, I said a lot of harsh things to him. I'm so sorry.
It's all Mikado's fault. The power of Utsuro, the cause of everything, it's all because of divine luck. We're gonna put an end to it all. As it should be. We'll return from the virtual world with newfound hope. We'll end this terrible tragedy.
Yeah, I'm okay now. Ironically, I feel a bit more motivated to do this now. It's like the will of Teruya is with me. Do we still have time to investigate? The control room is sure to have some more clues around, so let's get looking.
What we know for sure is that Setsuka investigated here and found a lot of information. Even if it's information we already heard from Rei or Shobai, there might be something we missed.
Yeah, what caught my attention is when Mikado said, "What you shouldn't know." Does the fact that Setsuka found it in here mean that it could still be hidden in this room?
I mean, considering Mikado ended up going as far as to delete the backup data of the note, I kinda doubt it.
Either way, we looked at all the other rooms. I think we should stay here for the remainder of our time and investigate every corner.
The control room. It's not that spacious, but there's a lot of documents in here. I don't know if it's possible to check them all, but I'll try my best to look at as many as possible.
Next time on Stratu!
Unless it's gonna put me in a cutscene. No, it didn't. It just moved to Iroha. Not Iroha. You know who it is. It's Yuruko. There was a... Okay. The last couple episodes of Stratu, they've been just kind of dry information. But that one... Oh. Actually, I'm going to turn off the music. It doesn't really fit my mood. Oh, dude. People said that Teruya's death got a lot sadder, but I actually think I like this better. I like this Teruya that was willing to fight, you know, even if it meant his own death. Like, I don't know. It is sad. Of course it's sad. But I think it would be even more sad if he was just a random victim who got killed for knowing too much information, right? I like the idea that he actually got a one-up on Mikado in the end and ended up basically ruining his plan if it wasn't for divine luck. We also learned a lot about Setsuka as well. We got to see some cute little moments with the other characters. There was a lot of good stuff in this episode. I was waiting for it, right? For Iroha to be like,
Teruya, what are you doing?
Like, she never expected him to actually eat the food, and then she's like, ah! She kind of did it at the end, but I was kind of expecting the last line to be hers, where she was like,
Teruya?
Or something like that, you know? The game seems intent on, like, having no void be, like, ever redeemable, but I don't know. I feel like she would have said that, at least. If Mikado was like, he'll never eat the food, he's too much of a coward. Just keep delivering it to him and don't talk to him, or something like that. And she's like, and then he died, and she's like, I don't know. I'm kind of sad with Iroha right now. I'm sure things will end up all right. It's kind of like the Nikkei situation, right? Where it's like, yeah, Nikkei's cool. I like Nikkei. And then he turned out to be a void, but he was a void who was helping us. So it's like, yeah. And then he turned out his entire plan was going to, like, murder all of us. And it's like, oh, Nikkei, why? It's kind of like that with Iroha. Where I totally understand where she's coming from. Like, I feel like this would be 80% of people if they were in a killing game with an all-powerful AI. If the AI was like, would you like to come back to my side and probably totally survive? You'd be like, okay. Especially if somebody, an insider, told you that, you know, it was impossible for them to win. It's like,
well, I guess I have no choice.
I don't know. Poor Teruya, man. I'm really glad that, because Teruya strikes me as one of those characters that was kind of like Hiro or Toko in the first Danganronpa, where they made it to the end and you're kind of like, why? Like, I kind of get it with Toko. At least she has the interesting motivation of, or the interesting character thing of Genocide Jill. But Hero? Why did he have to survive? And what Ultra Despair Girls did for Toko, I feel like this game did for Teruya. Which is nice, because it probably made him one of my favorite characters in the entire game. To the end.
Yeah. You should like and subscribe. Okay, bye.